It was cracking YouTube. It's your boy Jason Yamamoto. Hey, this is a response video to Endomorph Beast's death threats. Okay, after I watched that video, I was kind of surprised. I wouldn't say too surprised, but I was kind of surprised at the shit that they said to Endomorph Beast, because I have not yet received any kind of death threats such as these, right? As a matter of fact, I think I heard another video came out like that with Ian McCarthy, right? When he was giving out advice, and I guess a bunch of TMW fans threatened him as well. But I've never received like death threats like these guys before, and even in real life, right? The closest death threats I ever received, like somebody actually was going to try to shoot me, right? And that came from a person who I knew for quite some time. He said he was going to get a gun and then pop me in the head, and from that time, I think like me and him was never cool ever since that day. But anyways, man, I want to talk to you guys about death threats and the reality of death threats, okay? Death threats on the internet, when you're telling somebody that you're just going to kidnap them and then make them drink a gallon of bleach, or you're going to shove burritos up their ass and have them have a heart attack or gang rape, shit like that. You know what that shit is called? That shit is called bullying. You understand that? And bullying is not cool. It's never been cool, alright? To think of a shit like that, you must experience pain beyond pain in your life. You must experience torture from other people in order to think like that. You understand that? You've been called names, you've been picked on, you've been pushed on, spit on, whatever, in order to think like that. You know how I know shit like that? It's because shit like that happened to me before, and I used to think like that, man. I used to think fucking serial killer shit, right? I used to contemplate on who I was going to kill next, you know, when I was a kid, because I used to be picked on so much, right? And I moved on from that, man. I moved on from that. You know, after I joined the military, a lot of, you know, grown men took me in under their wing, and they taught me the ropes on how to deal with certain type of people and how to improve yourself. But that's a whole different story, man. You know, I joined the military for multiple reasons. One of them just to be a soldier. But over time, I got to learn what being a soldier really meant. And that includes protecting the Constitution. You understand that? And one part of the Constitution is protecting people's opinions, whether it's good or bad. Alright? Now, when Nick Wright shared his opinion, he had that right to share that opinion. Whether if I disliked it or somebody else disliked it, it doesn't matter. He gets to say it. But when people goes out their way to share their opinion, such as Endomorph Beast replying to Nick Wright, he has the right of saying that. Now, you guys might not like it, but at any point of the video, you know what I'm saying, he had the right to say it. Now, what Endomorph Beast didn't have the right to say is if he was going to threaten to kick his ass whenever he sees him in person, or stab him, or whatever, kidnap him, make him drink a gallon of fucking bleach. Now, that's a federal crime, right? You don't threaten people, okay? Now, another issue is, you know, you guys don't understand, when you guys threaten people on the internet or in real life, you wouldn't do that, okay? Because here's the thing, man. I know a lot of people who went and about and committed the shit that they said via on the internet or real life, okay? I remember back in high school, I had 3 friends who thought it was funny to go up to another kid and jump him, right? They jumped him, and one of them broke his jaw, right? His entire jaw broke, so he had to wear a jaw brace. And at court, the family, they could have took them to jail, right? They could have took it to court and had them go to jail for it, but the family, the victim's family, they sued them, right? They sued them for the hospital bills. They sued them for the pain and suffering for X amount of years. I don't know to this day if they're still paying it, but they sued them for quite some amount of money. And one of the friends, that was one of the 3, ended up shooting another dude in the head, and he ran off, right? Like, I question that action to this day. You understand that? And when you cross that line, you never come back. Right? You never come back. When you threaten to kill somebody and you actually did that, you don't come back. You don't come back to society. You don't go back to your friends. You don't go back to your family. It's not fucking, nothing is ever the same ever again. You understand that? You know, when you threaten somebody online or in person, that's called bullying, right? And that's also a federal crime, man. I could tell a cop, oh, this dude said he's gonna shoot me. Right? He said he's gonna grab a gun, he's gonna come over and gonna come and shoot me. I could say that. Right? And not only that, you know, to tell somebody that online, it's not cool, you know. It's never been, and it's never will be. So if you're thinking stuff like that, you gotta understand, you can't be doing that, because it could be your cousin, it could be your sister, your aunt, your brother. And if they had said something, somebody else didn't like it, and a group of people came up to them and told them the exact same thing you told Endomorph Beast, you know, would you appreciate that shit? You know, do you appreciate when people tell you that they're gonna come and kidnap you and fucking do something to you? You understand that what I'm saying? So, you know, in that perspective, death threats is a no-go, right? It's a no-go. You know, it's not cool by any fucking sense, right? You know, if you're gonna threaten somebody, you should threaten yourself first. If you're not willing to hurt yourself like that, then why would you do that to somebody else? I don't know, man. This is something I just had to share, man. It's kind of fucked up, the entire situation, when somebody had to threaten somebody else in a corner for their life. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you didn't understand their opinion, you didn't like what they said. That's not the point, man. In the point of the United States of America, you are allowed to share your opinion, but you're not allowed to share a death threat. You understand that? Anyways, it's your boy Jason Yamamoto, and I'll talk to you guys later. 9, 3,